Man, everyone's the same level, and it's actually a fairly reasonable level. We might not be underleveled. I can't wait for that to be untrue in about 2 missions. Hey, welcome back to more Triangle Strategy. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time, we recruited a few new people, namely Narv and Jens. And this time, well, we're going to learn some more story stuff. And potentially pick up a new person? I don't know. Okay, no. We ain't going to. Start off, but we'll just go counterclockwise, starting with Lord Tellior.
Whatever is House Tellior to do? With King Regna gone, we must find a way to preserve ourselves. Landroy, that proud fool, will no doubt fight to the bitter end. But House Fawkes alone is no match for the Grand Duchy. Yet if House Wolford were to fight at their side... They say Prince Roland is in Wolford's charge. If this is true, there's a good chance they will join the fray. Or will they? The Wolfords may choose to ransom the prince to Esfrost, in return for amnesty for their own domain. If it comes to that, Esfrost will either kill the prince and princess, or use them as their pawns, and Glenbrook will fall. Bending the knee to Esfrost may be our only hope if we are to live to see tomorrow.
I mean, maybe a bit cowardly of an idea, but it does keep his people safe at least. See what's up in the Crown City with Patriat.
It would seem things have calmed outside the castle walls.
What is to become of us now? Word has it the Kingsguard's been slaughtered to the last man. We must flee while we have our lives.
If they meant to kill ordinary folk like us, wouldn't they have done so already? Even as frosty dogs have some honor then. Who'd have thought? Anyway, there's no point fighting. What'll be, will be.
Our people seem less resentful of Esfrost than I would have expected. No doubt due to the Archduke's decision to focus their attack on the castle and leave the town itself unscathed. So, the common folk won't be a problem. That just leaves the matter of the royal family. His Grace and the Crown Prince have been dealt with, and Princess Cordelia has been brought to heel. Prince Roland is the only one unaccounted for, but the men I arranged for hunt him down as we speak. Word has it there's also a sizable bounty on his head. No, he'll not last long. I knew Gustadolf to be a shrewd man, but his attention to detail is nothing short of astonishing. I have seen all I would. Let us return.
I mean, obviously, invading another kingdom under the pretenses of someone else doing something you're responsible for, still kind of a dick move, but at least he's a very smart man about his invasion. See what's happening with Lord Landroy Fawkes.
Your Majesty, House Fawkes has failed you. I have failed you. High House, damn it all! When you needed us most, we were not there to answer the call. How did we not see what they were plotting? How did we not know to go to your aid? cursing our fate will not bring you back to us. We must focus our efforts on the one who might yet save Glenbrook from downfall. We must protect Prince Roland with our lives.
I love Lord Falks. He's so cool. Just a wonderful, wonderful man who also has a badass voice. And let's see what Hyzant has to think.
Minister Sorsley.
What is it this time, Booker?
We've just received word that S. Frost has launched a surprise invasion of Glenbrook. Whiteholm burns as we speak.
What's this?
The Crown City has fallen. King Regna was beheaded, and it is said Crown Prince Franny also perished in the fray. Prince Roland has fled to the domain of House Wolfort, with the Grand Duchy's army in close pursuit.
Goddess forbid. What could the Archduke be plotting? And what did the others think of the matter?
At any rate, I must speak with the Hierophant at once.
Minister, if I may assuage you, I propose that perhaps this situation may yet play to House N's benefit.
Our benefit, you say? Indeed. Indeed, you may have the right of it. My dear Booker, whatever would House N do without you?
Send a bird to the palace. Tell them that the Holy One's faithful servant Sorsley would humbly beg an audience.
At once, Master.
And of course the bald guy's plotting something. Honestly, you can never trust bald people. Hair is where the truth lies.
Lord Serenoa, thank the heavens you're safe.
It is good to be home.
Castle Wolfort is the most impregnable stronghold in all the kingdom. You will be safe here, Your Highness.
Thank you. I can only hope Father and Sir Maxwell are safe as well.
Benedict, there is news.
What's the matter, Benedict? You look as if you've seen a ghost.
Your Highness, my lord, pray try to remain calm. His Grace was beheaded at the Crown City not bells ago.
Father... No. Say it is not so.
Roland.
I can only imagine what you're feeling now, Your Highness. But I fear we have not the luxury of grieving. As the last living heir to the throne, there is no doubt that the Archduke will target you next.
Indeed. We must move quickly. I would seek Father's counsel.
About Lord Simon.
What is it? Has something befallen Father? Father!
Lord Simon, what is the meaning of this?
He collapsed when he heard the news from the Crown City, and has not opened his eyes since.
You must be mad. The man was stronger than an ox.
We cannot afford to lose Lord Simon. Not now, of all times.
Father. Be strong, Father. This realm still needs you. I still need you, Father. Father.
Serenoa.
Is there any chance he will recover?
Our healers are doing everything they can, but none can say.
Very well.
Do not give up hope, Serenoa. The malady will not take your father easily.
Forgive me, Roland. I can only imagine what you feel now.
I must stay strong. I cannot allow father's death to be in vain. You too must remain composed. For Lord Simon. And for those who now look to you for guidance in his stead.
I will try.
Pardon me, my lord. I come bearing a message.
From whom?
The scout we had sent in search of Sir Maxwell returned with this.
Sir Maxwell's mask.
Reports have it that it was found near Whiteholm Bridge.
Blood. No, it cannot be.
This mask was all that was found, you say?
The bridge was all but overflowing with the bodies of the fallen. It was not possible to ascertain all of their identities. And the swift course of the river thwarted any efforts to search further.
I see. Thank you for the report. Get some rest. You have earned it.
Yes, my lord.
Sir Maxwell, you too abandon me now?
At Gustadolf's command, Frost musters its forces at Whiteholm Castle and commences a march on the Wolfort domain. Their aim, to seize in their clutches Prince Roland, the unwilling heir to Glenbrook's throne.
Well, things just keep going from bad to worse, don't they? Let's see how much worse they can get. I'm sure they can at this point.
My lord, the Frosty army advances on us as we speak. A missive has arrived from Lord Gustadolf. It says they will stand down on the condition that we surrender Prince Roland to them at once.
We've not much time before they're on our doorstep, my lord.
Word has it that General Avlora herself heads the vanguard.
Gustadolf's not taking any chances. The scheming bastard.
Summon the War Council at once. We must take swift action.
You cannot be serious about this.
It's all right, Frederica.
Please continue, Benedict.
Thank you. Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Esfrost?
I say we refuse. We owe Sir Maxwell that much.
Precisely. Sir Maxwell entrusted us with keeping His Highness safe, and we accepted.
There's no place in the realm more sheltered by the terrain than this castle. He is safer here than anywhere. And yet, if the Archduke were to march on us with an army as great as the one that took the Crown City, or, heaven forbid, a greater one,
the natural fortifications of this land would work against us. Our shelter would become our jail.
So you propose that we just abandon him? That we sacrifice his life for our own protection?
Better my life than any of yours. This is my battle. I would not see the blood of my friends spilt in my name.
See, Your Highness, that's where you're wrong. House Wolfort's the sword and shield of the crown. You go to battle, we go with you. So it's always been.
Enough! I will leave before I see your domain ravaged by fighting. It is the only way. Surely you see this, yes?
I refuse to believe sacrificing any of us is the correct path.
My lord, we cannot allow war to come to the Wolfort domain. Your highest priority must be to your loyal subjects. You must decide.
We cannot hope to win against Esfrost. But if we do nothing to stop them, many will lose their lives.
Indeed, all paths are fraught with danger. In which case, we ought to choose whichever option ensures our survival. If we live, we can reclaim what we've lost.
So we'd be buying ourselves some time.
As the master of this domain, you and no other must decide how we proceed.
I understand that, Benedict. Prepare the scales of conviction. I would hear everyone's thoughts on the matter.
Our first decision using the scales of conviction was just where to go on vacation. Now we actually have some serious things coming. So, also, yes, I do know, I'm aware of the time, but I have some reason I'm going in here. Don't worry.
I will give the signal when it is time to cast your vote. I ask each of you to weigh the matter carefully till then.
Very well, my lord. To our own councils we go.
Their hearts are divided. Still, a compelling argument may yet change some minds. Alas, I have an incomplete picture of the situation, and I'll be a poor lord if I did not hear the voice of my people. I should venture into town. Go out, my lord. Yes, I wish to ensure everything in town is in order. A lot of your scales events, a lot of your convincing, will also allow you to go out and explore the nearby towns. Understood, my lord. When your work is done, pray speak to me at once. If you return to the hall once I've spoken with people, perhaps I'll learn something that will sway some minds. We can see how everyone is split. Anna can go either way at present. Get an HP ring, always good. Just want to make sure of that I get everything. That'll be very helpful. A terror like none other came over me when I saw the state which you returned, my lord. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. Let's talk to you. Everybody looks so scared. What happened, Lord Theranor? A lot of stuff happened, small child. Actually, is it in this one, or is it... No, okay, never mind. It's actually... There's another exploration event after this that I was a little bit iffy on. I can go through the decision this episode. I don't mind to make my way to the capital, but the high road's blocked. What's the meaning of this anyway? I got mouths to feed at home. Sure you do. Sure you do. I'm just spamming buttons because I'm really hoping that I can find something that I may or may not have missed. I just want to make sure that I grabbed all of the correct guide, because I was on the wrong guide. I mainly use this for just making sure I get all the items. There's commotion in the capital, to be sure, but it'll all be over soon. The dawn spiral will still do that. The sun won't start and go work till Maxwell falls. As if that would ever happen. Max will lay down his life that we might see another day. Must do all in his power to see that his noble sacrifice was not in vain. We learn about the Dawn Spear sacrifice. Which, I mean, we kind of knew about that. We were there. Has the Crown City truly fallen? What madness is this? Mommy thought herself today. Something scary happened. Yes. Yes, it has. It most certainly has. Is it true? Has Esfrost attacked the Crown City? How did the nobles let this happen? I don't think they had much of a say in it. There's a paper calling for the arrest of Prince Roland. It says they want him taken alive. I shudder to think what will become of the kingdom now. Not delivered alive? If he's to be delivered alive, I wager I have no plans of executing him. At least not any time soon. Another thing that we can grab. Let's grab this person. I prayed we'd never know conflict again after the Salt Iron War, yet here we stand, peering into the abyss. There was Glenbrook and Esfrost launching an attack on Hysant all those years ago. The Holy State, reeling from the surprise assault, turned to Lord Simon for help. Back then, Wolford was still an independent clan and agreed to an alliance. All of Norzelia was poor for the fighting. Its nations and people were left depleted. So I've heard. Father told me stories of the secret meetings with King Regna that restored peace to the realm. Indeed, it was they who brought Hysant and Esfrost to the table, and the war to an end. It was your father's effort that led the king to bring your house into the royal family's fold as the crown's military might. War is brewing, Lord Serenoa. Think carefully upon how you'll navigate it. Yeah, let's use advantage to do something. Exactly so. It was Lord Simon's initiative that made him a hero. That same Wolford blood courses through your veins. I know you'll live up to your family's good name. The people of the Wolford domain are at your back. Thank you, random lady. Long have I heard rumors of secret traps that dot the Wolford domain. The tales of it to believe they serve to make quick work of any invaders. Though I can't help but wonder, why keep such a valuable weapon a secret? So it's hard to say what this might mean for us. It might well be employed to give us an advantage route, but at what cost to our own? Why is Esfrost attacked? I thought all this conflict was behind us with the opening of the mines. And what of your marriage to Frederica? Was that merely a ruse? Yeah, don't blame her for Esfrost's action. Yes, of course, she is your betrothed. We do wish to believe she had no hand in this. And surely they'll not come from our domain, where the Archduke's own sister now resides. Precisely, yes, you've nothing to fear. She'll defend our line to the end. It's a relief to hear that. My heart aches for the royal family, but I should hate to see such an unnecessary war descend upon us. There. This is very important. Grab this. Silver is an item to upgrade your weapon rank. Not only will that allow you to get more, well, upgrade things, but it also does increase your damage by a little bit. There is a few other things that I need to grab. I think this house I haven't been in yet. I know there's one house that I'm missing, because there is a cat here somewhere. And it is actually important to talk to the cats, by the way. They will give us something eventually, but it takes a while. I just don't know what house has the cat in it. But there is, again, a house with a cat. And also talking to the cats, always important. Just because they're cats, but also because of, like, gameplay reasons. Here we are. Haven't been in here. We have some quality iron. And a cat. But, as for our decision. Now, both of them bring up very good points. Obviously, surrendering Roland is something that, well, Roland wants to do anyways. And it helps save our people. But at the same time, Roland's the prince, and he's also our friend. And I think we can't just give up. We're gonna keep fighting.
Lord Serenoa.
We surrender the prince or not. Choose House Wolford, the whole kingdom. It's a question of our priorities. What matters most to us? We're gonna protect Roland. We need to protect Prince Roland at all costs. Did I miss something? I don't think I missed anything. Yeah, we can't capitulate.
In that case...
Every demand, so if you see this being the first of many. And it is true that bending the knee might cost us the opportunity for a counterattack. And in case we must not be too hasty. I'll consider the matter with what little time we have. Now, I'm actually... I don't actually know what that one is for convincing Anna. It might be wise to continue this fight with Esfrost. If protecting His Highness's life is our first priority, it would be safer to accept their conditions. In the words feel more that Roland is of more use to Esfrost alive as a puppet than dead. Precisely. Furthermore, we consider Princess Cordelia, who currently is in the enemy's clutches alone. I trust that you make a reasoned decision, my lord. And, I mean, we've heard about this secret weapon, so maybe the battle's not as hopeless. Tell me the secret weapon.
Interesting.
Now, Lord Serenoa knew of our domain's last resort.
So,
Have you any more to say in your favor? I don't know what Benedict wants to hear. I don't think he would like that one. I think we go duty to the royal family's most admirable stance, my lord. Father would be proud. Yet, the rub lies in translating that belief into action. At any rate, I thank you for sharing your thoughts with me. I shall take them to heart. Eridor is with us, so no need talking to him.
Serenoa.
There must be a way to avoid weighing my life against those of others. I trust we can find it. Decide what you will. I shall follow whatever judgment you pass. I will not allow my life to be weighed against those of the people. But also, Maxwell sacrificed himself. Master taught that whoever rules is righteous by virtue of their station alone. But now, though I weigh your words more heavily than most, I know now what is right. I appreciate you speaking your mind, but I have my own thoughts on the matter. After all, if this is a matter that can be settled by me alone, is it not best if I do so? Do we... I think we appeal to him. So I should live no matter who dies my name. It is a fine way to invite criticism. Master did with his life for me. What I would esteem deserving of such a deed. Your only concern was right and wrong. I place my fate in your hands.
What do you need?
Roland is worth more to Esfrost as a political pawn than a corpse. They'll not kill him once they have him. At least, that's how I see it. And if we are to do what gives us the most hope, then Roland himself has the right of it. Pray, tell me what reasoning led to your decision. And... I don't think it'll stop them.
I wonder about that.
They would already have laid siege to Wolford Domain if that were indeed their goal. Perhaps they mean to cow us rather than conquer us. We've not but conjecture. My mind can find no peace among the paths before me. May I ask you to expound your thoughts? And I think at this point we plan.
Yes, I see.
You've heard talk of the town's last resort, I take it. I want nothing more to believe it is real, and if it is, I agree it could be quite the boon. I thank you for sharing your thoughts. I suppose now we can see what fortune has in store for us. I don't know how many we've managed to convince. We might not have enough.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we surrender Prince Roland, or do we protect him from those who would do him harm? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
First up is Roland himself.
I believe in you.
Alright. Roland will stay. So that's one extra vote for us.
Forgive me, my lord.
Benedict. So we're 1-1 right now. Frederica votes to protect.
You aren't wrong, but...
Gila is for surrendering.
I agree.
Anna. Okay, we're good. That's a 5-2. 5-2, Benedict and Gila have gone to the side of surrendering Roland to be safe.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
So?
The way forward is decided. We protect Prince Roland with our lives, and drive Esfrost from our home.
So we stand and fight. That's the decision we've made.
The judgment is made. The scales tip, and our path is chosen. We must steel ourselves for the battle that lies ahead.
Very well. Then I will do all in my power to see that it proves the right one. I fight with you, my friend.
Prepare the defenses. We will hold our own against the army of Esfrost.